Why does the Bible say, do not despise prophetic utterances? 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 20 says, Paul said, don't despise prophecy. Don't despise or look down or treat in contempt people wanting to prophesy. Why is that? And that's the one thing that the Bible clearly tells us to not despise. Yet, it's also the only gift that the Bible says that we should go after more than anything else. Paul said two things. He said in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, he says to pursue love and desire spiritual gifts, especially that you prophesy. So prophecy or prophesying is the actual one gift that we should actually go after more than anything. And yet, it's the one gift that the Bible tells us not to despise. Why is that? It doesn't say don't despise speaking in tongues. It doesn't say don't despise operating in healing or miracles or a word of knowledge or a word of wisdom. It says don't despise prophecy. Why is that? It's because it's easy to get in the flesh with prophesying. That is one thing. When somebody speaks a prophetic word, you understand it. So there's a lot of times in charismatic circles that people can get flaky. They can really get off in a ditch if there's no what we call buoys that actually keep us in check, or we can call them perimeters, or we can call them boundary lines that God establishes. I call it prophetic etiquette, really. And prophetic etiquette is revealed through spiritual fathers and mothers. This is why you need actual true shepherds that can not only teach you the deeper things of the kingdom, but also the understanding of when you flow in the gifts of the Spirit, there should be an etiquette attached to it, of how to actually flow in it, how to do it the right way. And so, when you get human people involved, people's personalities get involved, and not everything that's, how can I say it? Not everything has to be weird, okay? The prophetic is one of the most amazing gifts. Prophesying prophecy, it gives you the uncanny ability to understand the mysteries of God. And you also can be able to operate in that spiritual gift, and God will use you to actually catapult somebody from one season of inactivity to a season of productivity. This is how God works. However, when we're going to start to operate in the prophetic, the pure prophetic, we have to understand there is etiquette attached to it, and this is why you need people to actually teach you how to do it the Jesus way. Not in the flesh, you don't have to be goofy, you don't have to be weird. And that's the one thing I think that the reason the Bible clearly tells us don't despise prophecy, because people will get in the flesh. And it's very easy, because a lot of times people think they're hearing the Lord, and it's actually not them. It's their flesh, their soulish prophecy. That's one thing I teach. I do a school of ministry intensive. I talk about that, but I also teach that at our church. Every Tuesday night, we do these spiritual gifts trainings and activations, and that's one of the things we do. But I wanted to come on here and give this video that the reason why we're called not to despise prophecy is because it's so important to edify so many people. However, the reason it does say not to despise it is because people will miss it a lot. And this is why you need fathers and mothers that can actually long suffer with these folks, teach them the right way. So I encourage you, get involved, find a ministry, find a church that not only can teach you the basics of salvation, but that can also teach you and train you and equip you and get you activated to actually operate in the prophetic. That's an amazing gift that we're supposed to go after more than all of them. And I believe the reason why, because the Lord wants to edify his church, and he also wants to use those spiritual gifts as a way of reaching the lost. All right. God bless you.